So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the second of two webinars about XLink, which is a product of IQ Wireless. My name is Fenna. I'm a tech entrepreneur, also award-winning, and also a consultant, trainer, and a moderator. I'm focusing on cutting-edge technology, like really the game-changing products, such as in the satellite industry. And we all would agree that satellites are the communication technology of the future. So it's all about groundbreaking technology, and it's a pleasure to talk to you, Andreas, and you, Matthias, to have you here in our webinar today to learn more about your product XLink from IQ Spacecom. So on the right hand, we see Matthias, on the left hand, Andreas. Pleasure having you here. And yeah, we start with some information about your wonderful company. It's IQ Wireless. It's a Berlin-based company founded in 1999. There are two product lines. One is like focus on satellite radio communication. This is what we are talking about today, about IQ Spacecom and XLink. And then there's a second product line. It's early wildfire detection system. We will come back to that later on and focus today on the satellite radio communication, the product XLink. Yeah, I had the pleasure to have a company visit in Berlin. Thank you again. This was really amazing. It was quite impressive what I've seen there. I've seen all the laboratories, over 30 experts there working around the clock on cutting edge technology, really groundbreaking. And that was really very, very impressive, I have to say. So thank you very much for showing you laboratories, all your products, the prototypes. And yeah, we will see something of your prototypes today, I hope, in a short preview. Yeah.
Okay.
So on the right hand, Matthias, he's the head of engineering. He's the CTO of IQ Spacecom. Welcome, Matthias. And on the left hand, we have Andreas. He's an absolute top engineer, and he's a real space expert and focusing on research and development. So thanks for being here.
Hello. Also a warm welcome from Andreas and my side here in Berlin. We are glad to present to you our new transceiver platform in this webinar, and we are looking forward to have a great discussion led by you, Fenna, today.
Yeah,
hello.
Thank you very much. I have to say it's really a pleasure working with you. You said, Matthias, it's not about technology, it's about the person behind the PC. So, I mean, we all would agree that also, I mean, work also have to be fun. So thanks for working with me. And it's a pleasure to guide you through this webinar. Yes, we have learned, Andreas, that IQ Spacecom's XLink platform is much more than just a software-defined radio. So today we will learn more about the IQ of the platform, the flexibility, the customizability from you as two experts. Maybe Matthias, would you give a short review about what we've learned in the first webinar?
Yes, thank you, Fenna. I would like to start you by showing this illustration presented yesterday by Andreas already. This is our outstanding XLink platform. It's a software-defined radio platform with a lot of basic building blocks for communication channels like X-band or S-band, with Ethernet interface with protocols implemented. This results in data rates. There are other main building blocks for power supply, and of course, software is a big part in the software-defined radio. We have the complete radio front-end interfaces in our platform, like LNA or power amplifier on different frequency bands available. You can combine channels to extend to increase the output radio power of this device. We have different interfaces and customized protocols available, all this based on this SDR platform, this flexibility. And the result of this, that's what the customers are interested in, are the data rates you can achieve, from very low data rates for some applications of some 100 kilobits. Up to 100 megabit per second is available on this XLink platform. And the result of this is this one device in a housing. This is our XLink, very small device. I will explain later a little bit more detailed.
Yes, I'm looking forward. I'm very excited. So what's so unique about the platform? Andreas mentioned in the first webinar the flexibility of your products in terms of the protocols and the data rates. Maybe you can tell us more about that.
Yes, exactly. But it is not only the flexibility on data rate or protocols and interfaces. We have also a flexibility in terms of size and mounting conditions for this platform. You can see on the next slide, Cubesat structure on the right side. There we have mounted an XLink platform on a user-defined mounting plane, but you can also use maybe standards like PC104. You already heard about this. It's a very common standard in the Cubesat world, or the UNISEC standard too. It's a standard of several universities. They are working together. So we are very flexible to mount our product XLink into your satellite structure. Beside of this, you see some antennas mounted. We already in the antenna business very good. We designed these antennas in-house and manufacture this too. On the left side, you could see now animation of our product to explain you how is it built. There are two slices, one for the SDR board. It's a full digital board with all the data interface and power interface. And we have the RF front end, the radio frequency front end with power amplifiers, LNAs, mixers, and oscillators all integrated in one product. So you will have the direct interface from this product to the antenna or to your onboard computer side.
Yeah, and because we have the full design here in house, so we are open to adapt it to any of the user's needs or the user requirements, the mechanics, or also the design of the interfaces. So that's a very open, flexible platform.
Yes. Okay, I have to say that this is really astounding. How big and heavy is this platform?
Yes, that's also a big advantage of the solution. It's a very small or very smart solution for you. It's only 90 millimeters by 65 by 25 millimeters, and it's all integrated in this platform. You will have there two transmitter ports established in this product. We have two receiver ports available. You can work on the receiver side on different frequency bands on these two ports. In the standard version, one is an X band and one on S band. We have a power supply port. There is a nano D connector connected to the board. It's a very space-saving solution, very small.
It's robust. It has to be in space.
Yeah, sure. And we are very proud on our gigabit Ethernet interface, because this is, we would say, the future of data communication inside of a satellite. Because if you like, we like to transmit high data rates of up to 100 megabits, and so we need a powerful data interface too. And there are big advantages on this gigabit interface. And we have an I/O connector with several different I/Os available. We can configure it on your user demands, and that's very good.
Yeah, all these interfaces are prepared within the unit and can be enabled if you need it. Yeah.
And the result is only 180 grams device, including the housing.
Wow, it's really impressive. I'm very excited about your product, honestly. So on one of your previous slides, you have shown us the XLink platform and how it was integrated in a Cubesat. Maybe you have like a real Cubesat and you could show it to us?
Oh, yes. I can show you here a typical 3U Cubesat structure with some PC104 boards integrated, only for example. And here on the top, you see our XLink integrated into this platform. It's our product with the data interfaces and the RF interfaces. One RF interface we have connected directly to the antenna. You can see beside here a quad patch antenna for X-band communication. It's a high gain antenna of 11 dBi and a low gain antenna of 7 dBi, also for X-band communication. And this is also our own designs on antennas. We have this for several frequency bands and very different form factor shapes available, because this is always a customer specific solution. These antennas depend on the structure the customer like to mount it.
And we can provide you the full solution, so the transceiver platform, including the antenna for satellite.
Okay, I mean, that's indeed very small. I have to say that you did a very great job integrating such a complex technology with all these different interfaces into such a small space like that. So you're true pioneers in what you're doing, and I think you can be very proud of what you've done and what you have achieved so far. On which markets and applications do you focus on? Who is your target?
Yes, let me explain it quickly for you. We have some focus markets. You already know the typical orbits for space communication. There's first the low Earth orbit between 200 kilometers and 2000. Then we have the MEO and the GEO. These are typical orbits. We are mainly focused on low Earth orbit applications, but we also can work on other orbits, on higher orbits. And we have now not really finished, but we have established a device in the last time for a geostationary application. My colleague Andreas was very much involved in this project, and maybe he can explain a little bit what we have done there.
Yeah, what we have done there was more a research project, a scientific project, where we developed and designed an onboard processor unit for a geostationary satellite. So this onboard processor has always the RF front ends, means a receiver and transceiver integrated. And this becomes now integrated. It was a few days ago when we delivered it to the integration. And then it become integrated in a real big satellite, which then will be transported to the geostationary orbit. And so I think we will have fun and success working with it then.
Yeah. Yes, this will be the Heinrich Hertz satellite of German communication satellite, and that's a very big milestone we could achieve in this project, that we can show that our technology also can work in this environment conditions of geo orbit.
And it can be integrated also in larger satellites than the small satellite, because the geostationary satellite is much larger. And yeah, but maybe we are focused on this sets.
Yeah. Yes, and that's the next focus area. We are with our very small products mainly focused on the nano micro satellite market, as well as mini satellites. Cubesats are a part of this satellite family. You can see there are some examples, and our products can fit in 1U. The size, for instance, of this XLink is below 0.2 U. U means unit, like this 10 by 10 by 10 centimeter cube. And this is our main focus areas. These are our main focus areas where we connect or products for the customer solution.
Impressive. When I'm talking to international people business-wise, they tell me always like, oh, you German engineers, you're so much into detail, you're so precise. So it's like, okay, that's quite nice to hear, and I'm proud of our German engineers like you. Yeah, anyways, I think that customers would like to hear if you have some references. Have you been part of a mission already? Do you have a history? So is there any proof of concept?
Yeah, that's a very important fact, because in satellite business you talk that, or you say that flight heritage isn't everything, it's the only thing. So that's why it's very important that the product has to be proven in space, to work in space. And
I totally agree to Andreas. Flight heritage is the only thing what really matter. And when showing you the next slide, we are very proud of our last and our present missions. There are only some examples. For instance, the SNET mission started in 2018. This is our 4 satellites. They are building a constellation in space. There we have our communication equipment on board for satellite to ground and ground to satellite communication, as well as inter-satellite communication. This is the big point in this project. We built this. There is a second project. We are very proud of this because we started in 2013, started a satellite with a calculated lifetime of 2 years, and this satellite with our communication equipment on board is still alive. So that shows our level of heritage we could achieve during the last project.
Yeah, and the reliability of this technology. Yeah.
It's really a lot.
And we have also more than 100 patch antennas still in orbit or on missions in orbit. This is one of our other parts we are developing and manufacturing in our company. That's always a custom solution of these antennas, and this can be will be maybe in one of the next webinars a topic of us.
Yeah, and I want to say that this is a very good example, or this shows very good that also in the past we have adapted the satellite transceiver products to the different satellite platforms for the different applications. For example, also this inter-satellite communication is a very interesting field, and I think it's also a future technology or will be used more and more in future. And also with XLink, we will be able to support inter-satellite links.
Yes. And to give you a short outlook, the integration of the XLink on the Turbine satellite mission has started in July 2020. Further XLink missions are in planning, and some of them are still fixed. And the next launch of a satellite is the smallsats satellite with communication technology made by spacecom, will be in September 2020.
Okay, so I asked you about references. I think this is more than enough. I mean, you have many references and proof of concept. So, I mean, my congratulations. That's wonderful, really. Impressive. Yeah, let's talk about your supply chain policy. Especially nowadays, it's important, like where companies manufacture their products, and so customers want to really rely and trust where they buy their products. So, are you kind of embedded into that ecosystem in Berlin? Do you all manufacture it by your own, or how do you manage?
Yes, our approach is that we like to do a lot of work in-house. We have the full development chain, I must say, in-house, starting from the beginning of a design or an idea up to the design of the PCBs, the development of the software, the mechanical design, the manufacturing, and also the tests. So we do inside tests like RF tests. We make the inspection inside, the manufacturing, the soldering of the boards, PCB boards. That's our main business for this space business. We do this manufacturing in-house for small and medium volume. For high volume, we will look for external partners. We already have the external partners if we need higher volume manufacturing. And we are for this all this qualification test. We have here on this campus in the south of Berlin a lot of partner companies with test facilities for thermal vacuum, shock and vibration, EMC test, and in Berlin we also have a location for total dose tests, and so we are very close ways.
Yeah, and there are still collaborations with these partners, so it's very easy for us. But additionally, I want to highlight that these in-house standards are also on a high level. So this in-house manufacturing is it has a basic qualification here from the quality management systems. So yes, this ISO standards. But we have also with, for example, this geostationary satellite project or other projects where was already approved that we can provide also higher level product assurance standards or manufacturing standards. And yeah, I think that's a very important fact that we can support also other standards or other requirements regarding manufacturing, assembling, inspection, testing, whatever, to different kind of products and applications.
Yeah, that's really an advantage, I think, especially nowadays. Customers really want to trust, and also you have this short time of delivery, 2 to 3 months. So this is also like a factor, like assuring security for the customers, also like that you're able to deliver because like it's all at the same place. And also like this quality testing, it's a good idea, I think, like to do that external, because then you can be 100% sure and you have kind of a double blind review of the product. So that's really state of the art, and yeah, it's a very professional, I have to say. So we are coming to the next point. Let's talk about business. The price of the product. I know you're engineers, but yeah, customers always are interested like in your price policy, your positioning in the market. Maybe you could like give us a short overview about your price philosophy.
Yes, thank you, Fenna. Let me explain you at the beginning our approach, the commercial off-the-shelf approach we have. We are using commercial off-the-shelf components with a high quality level, like components for the car industry or industrial grade components, and so we can build an application of comparable simple and low cost qualification test, because we do not qualify every component, we qualify our system. So we make a system level qualification, but we can achieve with this approach also lifetimes, or we can fulfill requirements for maybe radiation hardness of 20 kilowatt. Yes. And so we are very comparable to other approaches in this business.
And of course, this combined with the latest technologies for manufacturing, for example, and testing here, so that makes it more efficient for the costs and also for the manufacturing time. And that's also very important that the complete solution is very efficient here.
And the result, as you can see it here, are low operation and equipment costs. But you will also have a big benefits on this approach, because we are using the latest high performance technologies available on the market. For instance, for this SDR architecture based on state-of-the-art DSPs, FPGAs, or system-on-chip components. And that's the way to build for you a state-on-the-art and a customized solution on the other hand. The result for you is this benefits also in low mass power, power supply, power consumption and volume. And you will have almost endless possibilities with this platforms, because these components are ready for your application.
Yeah, and what's the background motivation is the short time to market, because again with the state-of-the-art manufacturing and development and designing process, we can give you this solution in a very short time. Yeah.
Yes. So it seems you're driving a true revolution in the satellites industry. Andreas, you explained in the first webinar that you adapt XLink to the customer's need, even if the demands are highly ambitious. So maybe you could give a brief summary about the advantages.
Yeah, so I can present you for us. Let's have an overview that will be kept in mind. The key facts about this XLink platform. We showed that this, or we presented that this is a unified SDR platform with this highly customizable, which can be customized to the to the user's needs, and easily customized by us, I have to say. So I showed in the first webinar, or I presented the first webinar, that is, can provide radio communication solutions in different frequencies, adaptable, customizable, also onboard customizable. And what we have learned or here today with this efficient manufacturing processes and procedure, we can provide this as a very cost-effective solution with a very short time to market, with a very short delivery time here for 3 months. And very important to know for users or interesting people, this product is already available. So it's there. It was delivered to other. Already delivered to other customers, and feel free to ask us, and let's talk about the user ideas and possible applications, and we are sure that we can present the very efficient and good product based on this XLink platform to small satellites. And
yes, one of the reasons, because we have the whole manufacturing chain in our company, is the result of this short delivering time. It's very outstanding parameter in this satellite business, that we can deliver engineering model or flight models in a time of 3 to 4 months typically.
Yeah, this is really very professional. So thank you very much, Andreas and Matthias. And I think our audience should take the chance to talk directly to you. You can contact Andreas and Matthias via email. Also, just give them a short call to Berlin. And I think thanks to your technology, we can offer you new opportunities to the customers, like start new research project, creating new ideas. I mean, that's just like kind of the beginning, you know. I mean, it's really the future of communication. So it's a market like growing and growing. And I'm quite sure that you can like extend this ecosystem also with all your partners. And you have high quality standards. It's very flexible. So for the audience, just take the chance to talk to Matthias and Andreas. And they're open to your questions and open for new projects also. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Fernand.
Yeah, thank you.